Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Thriving Talks. Anthony. Today we're going to be having an insightful conversation. For those that are new to the channel, we make mental health conversations and content that's going to be beneficial to your mental health and your personal development, right? But today we're going to be having a conversation in regards to the impact of environmental design on well-being, creating spaces that enhance your life, right? So I want us to take into consideration environments that make us feel comfortable and how that's able to impact our well-being. And as that impacts our well-being, we're able to perform much better. We feel comfortable, things are more neutral, and it's a safe space and it's a safe setting. So when we're able to implement that in our personal lives, in our own homes, or areas, in addition to offices, or even in the workforce, and this could be a beneficial thing for all. So I want to be able to make a video that's able to give us some great insight, as this can impact different settings, right? So let's just dive into the video. And we're going to start off with the first segment in regards to the power of environment on our well-being, right? So like I said, we want to be able to have a peaceful area, a well-designed space. So like cozy spaces like living rooms, calming workspaces, outdoor retreats, that are going to be able to, like I said, make us feel comfortable. And this really does impact our well-being and our mental health, right? So when it comes to research, environmental psychology, studies like those by Dr. Robert Guilford show that the spaces that we inhabit can impact everything from our mood to stress levels. Well-designed spaces can reduce anxiety, foster creativity, and improve our overall happiness, right? So when it comes to, like I said, by having these clean spaces that make us feel comfortable, it helps us out and makes us feel good. So let's dive into the next section, the key factors in environmental design and effect on well-being. So let's do a comparison between an area that's clean, it makes us feel good, we don't feel that kind of itchy, like we gotta hop into the shower, compared to an area that's more like cluttered, right? So I want us to take into consideration organization is key, cleanness is key, and that really does impact how we feel comfortable. So I really want to break down elements that it's going to be crucial in regards to things that can affect our emotional and our mental state in regards to areas. So key factors I want to put into this video is lighting, right? So exposure to natural light improves our mood and productivity. So when organizations, depending on what building that you're in, how they're going to design the building or whatever it may be, you really want to consider some of these things, because like I said, this is going to make people feel comfortable. And when you have people that feel comfortable, it's going to be able to perform much better for you, and things are going to be neutral, right? Next is going to be the color scheme. So neutral colors for relaxation, vibrant hues for energy. It makes people feel good. When you walk into a building, I've been into some schools too, it may have bricks or whatever it may be, or just some dark colors or just shades or some dim lights, and you know what I mean? So you really want to take in consideration, because this makes people feel a little depressed. It makes us feel down, and I'm calling it out because I'm calling it how I see it, you know what I mean? Moving to the next going to be, clutter. Like I said, you want to have organized environment that promotes that focus and reduces stress. Ergonomics and future design, so a comfortable seating and furniture placement prevents that physical strain. You know what I mean? Make sure we're looking out for people's back. You gotta have back support. People are sitting in seats for hours, maybe whatever it may be, to get whatever task done, whether you're at school or even at your in the workplace, right? And then connection to nature. I want us to take in consideration that when we are walking in nature, trees do what it does for us. It gives us that oxygen. It makes us feel good. It makes us feel great, and that gives us a nice release. So if we're able to implement some type of that nature into the work environment and integrate that can be good in these spaces. So it's proven to also reduce stress. So that's a benefit right there. So trying to add plants and flowers and whatever that may be could be great, right? Keeping that near windows and stuff like that. So studies also show that natural elements like plants or outdoor views significantly lower heart rates and stress hormones. So like I said, by just having these natural things in the area, comfortable colors, it's just really going to make people feel great. You could do this at the crib, but you can also, like I said, implement this in the workplace. The next segment we want to talk about is the role of personalization in space design. So like I said, whether it's your home, office setting, as an individual, you want to be able to make things feel personalized to you, right? So having photos, having artwork, whatever that may be, that makes you feel comfortable. So personalizing your environment not only affects your reflects on your personality, but also boosts your emotional well-being. Being in comfortable spaces that really show the significance of who you are, it makes you feel comfortable, right? So really just take that into consideration. Research also shows that personalizing spaces can help people feel more secure and control, which is essentially for reducing stress and fostering happiness. So when you feel comfortable, you feel happy, you know what I mean? You feel good, you feel, things are neutral. So we really want to make sure that we're not feeling overwhelmed, we're not feeling anxious, we're not having that anxiety, we're not feeling uncomfortable, you know what I mean? And being able to design and implement this, like I said, into your workplace, or even advocate this when they're doing renovations, this could be really something that everybody could benefit, even yourself, right? So let's talk about the next segment is going to be designing spaces for specific well-being goals, right? So when we have goals, we want to be intentional because it's regulated towards something, right? Whether in regards to developing a space, we want to have an area to feel relaxing, or you want to have a station that's going to be able to make us feel more productive, or even an area that's more creative, right? We're able to just have, different things, items, sculptures, whatever that may be around. So what is the purpose of the area? I want to keep in consideration. So designing spaces that tailored to your goals, whether it's relaxation, productivity, or creativity, like I mentioned, can drastically improve your mental and emotional state, right? So I want to give examples such as relaxing spaces, so neutral tones, soft lighting, cozy seating, can kind of promote that meditation, that kind of twine down kind of vibe. And then like a productive space, which needs to be, I advocate for organization, you know what I mean? And which is designed to have people be at these workstations to really get things done. When things is organized, things is, you feel like you can be more effective in that setting, right? And then creative spaces, which is kind of open, airy, designed to have varied textures and colors that foster creativity. People could come in here and really just feel like I could just do whatever and just find myself and really kind of just get into like a personalized moment, right? So really just be intentional of what spaces that you're trying to create, and then you kind of move from there. Research also entails that Human Environment Research Lab found that intentionally designed spaces help regulate emotions and improve mental health outcomes. So like I said, when we're having intentional meaning towards what we're trying to do, things get done, and there is positivity that comes with that as well, right? So there's great outcomes that come out of this. Next segment I want to be able to dive into with you guys is the science of sound and scent in environmental design. When areas smell good, it smells good, you want to be in the room, right? When it don't smell good, you want to obviously exit, you feel me? So I want to be able to provide you guys visuals of like calm environments, when we have diffusers. People know about the oil, like essential oils, soundproofing, for those that know what's up when it comes to music, just to be able to have an isolated area where you feel calm, you know what I mean? So just these are things that you want to be able to implement as well. When it comes to sound, when it comes to your feelings, when it comes to that scent, different things can also enhance that well-being too, because it makes you feel comfortable in that setting. When it comes to sound, I want to be able to emphasize excess noise can lead to increased stress, right? So quiet scenery spaces that are conducive for relaxation, while the background music may be light or something like that, can boost focus. One thing for me personally, I don't really like to work when it comes to music because it could be distracting, or just hearing other people could be distracting. So finding myself, for me to be in a quiet area, I'm able to get work done. So just making sure that you're finding the right tools to implement into the setting to be able to get where you need to be, so things are getting done, right? And let's include that scent like we mentioned before. So when it comes to that kind of aroma type of thing, you know what I mean? When it comes to lavender, that citrus, whatever it may be, that can also reduce stress and alleviate that mood, right? So when it comes to that scent, like I said, if it smells good, you kind of want to be there. It kind of makes you feel calm. And these different things, and even I know what is like not like a humidifier, but like the diffuser, like as I mentioned, it kind of has that kind of steam, so it kind of gives that room a nice cool feel. So just implementing these different things to really help, like I said, boost mood, productivity, and make you feel neutral in that environment. Research, I'm always going to give that research, right? So research demonstrates that scents directly impact limbic system, influencing both your emotions and energy levels. So I want us to take in consideration, like I said, when we're having these different aspects can really be able to benefit us in these different settings. Like I said, personally at home, in your office space, and just overall in like a common areas at for these organizations. So let's talk about some practical tips for creating spaces that enhance well-being. We talked about a few things already, but let's just really dive into some practical things which we could really lock in, right? So let's talk about declutter, right? So like I mentioned earlier, a tidy space reduces stress and clears the mind. So like I said, I'm promoting that organization. Embracing a neutral light, positioning spaces where windows where the light is able to come in. Light's free, you dig? Why not have these windows be able to enhance that mood for us, right? It makes us feel up, right? Incorporate greenery. So it's like I said, add those plants, add flowers, different things to be able to make us feel good. That reduces that stress and gives us that quality of air. Also invest into comfort, which is going to be quality furniture, quality seats, so people can feel good, and that enhances their mood to be able to not just feel relaxed in different settings, but also be able to feel productive and feel like they can actually feel comfortable doing what they got to do. And also too, let's talk about creating safe zones, right? Different zones where are designated for people to really just kind of read, meditate, or even have like a workspace where they're able to just kind of be at. So when it comes to these organizations, I'm looking at y'all, what's up? Like really try to think about your people, think about your establishment, and which ways you guys could really give back to these individuals so they're able to feel safe, feel comfortable, and also be able to be productive and get their work done, right? Last but not least, let's talk about choosing calm colors. So when you're doing renovations, you're redoing your room, or just overall, like I said, from the organizations, just kind of doing what they have to do on their end, thinking and considering those soft colors, right? So soft blues, greens, and neutral colors are going to be able to promote that relaxation and peace, right? And last but not least, I want to be able to talk about creating a holistic environment at home. Like I said, you're able to have this in your own personal life, and at when you're at work, be able to develop this productivity and this relaxation, right? So a holistic environment neutralizes all aspects of your life, from your personal and to the relaxation, right? So just being able to create this space is going to be able to benefit you overall. Research by the American Psychological Association shows that workspaces that strike a balance between comfort and productivity enhance both employee satisfaction and performance. So like I said, by implementing this significant aspect of creating a safe space that you feel comfortable, calm, and that enhances that well-being, will be able to benefit you overall, right? So I want to thank you for having me. See you on the next one.